Hello friends, I am Parvinder Randhawa from Ibsl Ambala. You are watching my YouTube channel. That's Parvinder Randhawa Guru. Please like, comment and share my YouTube channel because it is providing a unique information which you can find on reading, listening, writing and speaking. Even if you can check the playlist also if you want, and people are getting benefit also. The main thing is that in today's time, if you want to score 7, so please make your mind that you have to get minimum 35, whether you are appearing for GT or AC. Fine. Remember one thing, to get 7, score 35. Make your mind, don't assess yourself on the base of band, just assess on the basis of one thing, that is 35 out of 40 minimum you have to get. Now in this video I am going to do the reading tips, and this is my class on the heading please. So this is the heading which I have been selecting, and this is on the demand of one of the subscribers, and you can check please the list of headings, just it's in front of you. This is journal test, but the tips are same for journal as well as for academic, and the questions selected are 28 to 34, just which are in front of you, and according to it the sections are there. And how many sections are there, just count it please, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? And if you want to underline, you can underline also before moving to the passage. The thing is that here they are saying about the instructions for old and survive. Let me place it properly first. The instructions for old and survive, inspired by foreign examples. So I have taken the foreign here underlined, found in a number of countries. So there is a counting here. So that's why I have underlined the number is there. And he is saying that enthusiastic response from certain people. So enthusiastic response, it's from the certain people. So we have to underline these things. Spectators, but in exam you have to do with pencil. This is a pen, please manage this thing. Then there is one thing, they join in the dances. Now the best word which we have to underline, that is how the street dance. It means I have to check the procedure, where the procedure is given from the height of popularity to a fall. So please underline the complete line, or you can underline this one because this is the position here. So it's necessary to underline a surprise. There is a word here, you can underline this one, is surprise. Young people invent their own, right, folk dances. So they are talking about a section of the people. So just underline, and invention is a word here, right? Folk dancing isn't so easy. So there is why, because you can underline this word also, right? It is a short word. So these are the things on which we have to underline. Now I'll go to section A. I'll work in the order. And one thing here I want to say, you will get some really very nice tips in this video. So don't miss it please. This is my request to you. Just watch it properly. And even if some of the people, they have written text also that they have managed the time. So time is not a big thing if you understand the thing. So they have started about here folk dancing. Red is a big street, right? This revival, the streets of Newcastle, that is in this one, so have begun to echo with the sound that not heard for us about a century, sharp rhythmic knocking. So please do one thing while doing this test, because I can manage the sheets, but in the test you can't manage. So let's do the work. So can be heard among the Saturday crowds in one of the city busiest intersections. It sounds a little like dozens of horses galloping along the street, but there are none in sight. In fact, it's the noise of 100 people dancing in wooden shoes or cogs, right? So here there is a kind of comparison. If you remember, I always told you, please underline these kind of words where fact fact is written, opinion is written, because these kind of words are the lines of Mr. Writer. Fine. The shoppers are about to be ambushed by UK's biggest cock dance event. The 100 volunteers have been coached to perform a mass routine for 10 minutes. The dancers bring the city centre to a standstill. So this is the writer has explained here the dance. What kind of dance is it? There are people cogging on oil drums and between the tables of pavement cafes. So there are people cogging on oil drums and between the tables of pavement cafes, screaming. 5-man team cuts through the onlookers and begins leaping over swords that look highly dangerous. So they have written everything, lot of things. Then as swiftly as they appear, the doggers melt back into the crowd, leaving the slightly stunned spectators to go about their business. So just complete method is not given. What is given here? The act of performance. Try to understand. The act of performance, that how the dance is performed. A stunning movement is there, that's written here. Fine. Try to understand. Now the thing is that we have started from here. If I am not wrong, right? He said that you haven't heard this kind of sound. 1 minute. So new for you. When the thing is new, it's a kind of surprise. Play crossword puzzles. You will find the same things in that. Fine. Then he went here that someone that is dancing in the wooden shoes, whatever may be. Then in the next para you can come. They whatever may, everything is written, the act is written, this is in the present form, everything is right. Then as they appeared, they melt back into the crowd. It means they suddenly move back. So here the thing is that this is an act of performance. The dance is an act of performance. He has written only this thing. Please go to the rules which I already told you. If you remember, what are the rules, right? First line, last line. Always look at this. Look at the word, search the word which is repeated. Fine. Third, find writer is written there. Yes, in fact, it's in front of you. Fourth, find where are the connectors, if you remember. Right? Where are the connectors? Find if there is any question mark. Because the answer is just in front of you. This is the last line. He has completed his conclusion of this paragraph in this line. Fine. I am talking about A only. A has 2 paras. Fine. This is the last line of second one. So he said that stunned about their business. So leave, they leave. Just they leave. Now if I give, let's go to the answer section please. Just work on this one. Just check here. Now what the man is saying, that's what's written here. You can check here. 8 is surprise is there. That is a new word. A, if you remember my previous video, A means 1. A means introducing new thing. 2. A means we have to write in front of a word or an alphabet which is not wall, right? So this is a thing here. So he now 8 is saying is surprising public entertainment. Okay, I got. Is it a public entertainment where it is going to happen city center? Who are standing there? Fine. The public is there. Is it an entertainment? What is this? Cock dance. So this is a dance. So this is the point here. So it means here which rule works? I told you that you please watch this video up to the end. I am going slow in this video. I always go slow, you people say, but I always manage the time, right? Because I am a teacher here. I am not doing any test here. So I am working as a part of my teaching skill, right? Or common word is I am a trainer here. So this is the point here. Last line it works. So being a student, when suppose I am going to do it, being a student, I am saying. So what is the thing here? What is the main fact here? First I check first line, then I check the last line. If I am not able to get the answer, then I will work on another thing. So first I apply this rule always. So this is the 8 is the right answer here. That is, and every word is in front of us. But some people they may say that why not 6 is the answer. He said came about. Came about means the starting. There is no any starting here. It is a general routine is written here. Let him fine. This is an introduction of a dance, but note the initial point. Then when it was started. So this is the difference. Then he said, this strange manifestation is the brainchild of conductor Carl Hazelwood. Break. In first line, he has given you the answer. Who has started it? Brainchild. Fine. Whose conversion to cock dancing came through an encounter with the folk band, right? The Unthanks. So he has written here, suddenly they got up and began to mark out the rhythm with their feet. So this is the explanation of this person. But if I read this is again in 2 parts. Was inspired to travel to Newcastle to make a television program, Come Cook Dancing, in which he and 100 of whatever maybe get when he started. So you can read this also. We went onto the streets looking for volunteers, but nobody seemed to know anything about cock dancing. And if they did, they thought it whatever maybe. Fine. Take the first line only. Is the brainchild of this person. Got? So now where is brainchild is there? Right. Second, how he developed or how the dance, fine, what was the method grew. I think you got my point, what I want to say. So he was inspired to travel to Newcastle to this, where under whatever maybe, we went out onto the streets looking for volunteers, but nobody want. So this is the method. So who started? The person who started, that's the person, he is the person. Right? So now, where is the start here? Came about. Why to waste time? When the things are in front of us, why to waste time? Why to look at first? Why to look at second? Just underline the list of headings, the key points, and then to try to find. Came about procedure. This is the complete procedure is written here. Because he started, then he told the method also by, it's written here. New music for me. I want more of it. Right? So that's the meaning of. So here it means try to understand the thing. the main thing is the workout of similar words. The plan is only this one. And they have written here the words of, right, Hazelwood also. What are the words they have written here clearly? So that's the, so right answer is came about. That's the sixth. So we did here 2. Section A we gave, I remember, 8. And this one we have given here. Word I have matched with you, 6. That's why I'm saying, if you have any doubt, just play crossword puzzles. You will not ask me that what is reading. Then you will say, I know how to do reading. Because crossword puzzle is similar to, it's just a mix up of similar words. Fine. So this is the point here. So let's go to the C. The root of folk dancing go back several hundred years. So he went to the roots. And he went to roots only. Not the initial point. Root has various branches. Try to understand the thing. That's why it's a very nice English. Root has various branches, and branches have different date of start or establishment. Got my point? So don't puzzle the root with came about. Some people may get puzzled. Root has different branches, root has different leaves, root has different other things, flowers. Everything which is attached to the root has different date of establishment. So he said that lie in traditional dances of Dutch, Native Americans and Africans. So it was in this, in which the dancer strikes the ground with their heel or toes to produce a rhythm that's audible to everyone around. In England, clogging is believed to have first developed in the mid-19th century. So it was started from this area and went to this area, where workers created a dance that imitated the sound of a machinery. Right? So let's go to the next page here. Now he said this style quickly spread and developed a number of regional variations. Right? In Northumberland, it became a recreation for miners who danced solo or to the fine this one. Then he went to this one also, that this is different from this area, says who worked with Hazelwood on the program, whatever may be. Fine. And you can check here, which is the main point at the last line. Just read this para. The Northumberland style is very distinct from Lancashire call. Difference in style, says Laura. Right? Who, whatever may be. Northumberland dancing is quite neat and precise with almost no upper body movement, whereas right, Lancastrian style is more flamboyant. If you understand the meaning of this one, that they are saying very clearly that there is no upper, so they are differentiating style. But in paper we haven't this time. We lack in time always. So do one thing. They went to roots. The root lies here. Then moved to England. Right. After this, then they are defining different types of dancing. So where is my answer? That I have to check here, right? So where roots are given, that's my answer. Again, the thing is that roots have various branches. Every branch has its own date. Fine. So what do you think? Which one is the right answer here? If you remember, can we say third to the right point? Is the number of countries is given? Is the districts are given? So we have to check this one. Now how I know that this is a district? Thing is that because I don't know where district is written, where countries is written. So I have to check here. So number one is that one. Dutch is a country. Native Americans, part of country. African Americans, countries. Okay, I got it. Even if this, right. Now where is the district? They have written here, shy word here. That is the meaning of a, right? Check the Cambridge, you can get the meaning. Better than me. Okay. Now, they have, again, they wrote one word here. Fine. Because he has also written here that regional variations dwell. So it means it's the part of a reason. So every word is given. And now if I check, suppose this one. Is this the answer? No. Is this the answer? Yes. Inspired by foreign examples. Okay, let's go for it. Is it written for? Yes. Where it is written? Let's go to the sheet back. Is it written? 3 areas are written. Roots. Right. So now in England is believed to have first dwell, but they have dwell. Where is inspired? Inspired by this one. They have developed their own. Right. Believed to have. So, and foreign examples, where it is written that England people have taken from foreign country? Where is written? May some of the students, they try this one. But can we say found in number of countries? Yes, in Dutch also. Because if you remember in your previous para also, they have written here, fine, Netherlands, and here they have written because in my previous videos I told you that every para is interlocked with the next one, right? They have a relation, so this is a relation here. So that's the thing here, if you remember. So people thought this thing, and next is this is not there, this is not, this no came about not only roots I told you, right? That's why I cleared in the initial stage. There is no work on this one. Popularity, no invention is not there because this segment is not written. So how can I give the answer? So this is the point here. So third is the right answer. So this section which is given, that goes to third. Right? So this is the point here. So let's go to the next one. That is pattern. Whatever the region, now it means, I think you got my point, from C to D. Cogging remains very much a minority pursuit. Yet at the turn of the 20th century, cogging was a full-fledged youth craze. Now, section of people is taken. Two famous comic film actors, Stan Laurel and Charlie Chaplin, both began their careers as doggers, but the dance almost completely died out with the passing of the industrial age. So they have written whatever may be. People danced in cogs because they were cheap, hard wearing and easily repaired. calmly says. Yet eventually, coats became associated with poverty and people were almost ashamed to wear them. So it was popular in this time. Actors were involved in this one. Then there started a word here that people were ashamed of this one. So no need to waste time. So it was at the height of popularity to a fall. Where is the height? These peoples. They began their careers as doggers. Got it? And then now they are ashamed. So this is the point. So right, it is from the height of popularity to a fall from fashion. This is the point here. That's why the right answer is, which I have written here. That is height to fall. Because once it was this one. If you still have any doubt, please you can comment me. I try to give answer. But this is real, means I enjoyed this test. Right. Now, positive step. Check my writing videos. We have to write these kind of words to create band. Key steps means the starting point. You have to open your house. What you need? A key. You have to drive your car. What you need? A key. And what is written in front of key? Noun is there. D is written. Steps of the dances were preserved and handed down in a series of little blue books, often named after their inventors. So keys are there and they written in a little blue books. It means that we still know what Mrs. Wills Rag and Fine were like. It means Hornpipe were like. It means the people who were involved with this one. This person is saying here, it's my dream that one day there will be a little blue book called Laura Colony. So this is a blue book. Right. So it means they were preserved. So what is the preserve? What we have to preserve? You can say that the basic things of something. That is a need to preserve. So where basic thing is written, that's your answer. Search, please. Take your time, no problem. Right. So what is we have to preserve? I think don't waste time. Right. Key steps of the dances were preserved and handed down in a series. So what we have to preserve here? So why to waste time? Whole thing we have to preserve always. So the things are in front of you. Right? What we have to preserve, which is old. And please try to write the answers in the same manner which is written here. Right? If you get any fault in writing by mistake, it may happen with me also various times in videos also it happens. So please, when you transfer your answers on the answer sheet, take 1-2 minutes extra and check it properly. Right? Don't get confused. Don't get in stress. Hey, cool, you are a cool person, I know. So let's go to the next one. 2 left, then I'll free from this video. Her biggest challenge to date was to teach Hazelwood and 100 others. So there is a challenge. Catch the first word. Right? A routine. Accomplished to perform on television from scratch in less than 2 weeks. So this is the biggest challenge. It's a basic shuffle that most people can pick. Once Hazelwood had absorbed the basics, Conley encouraged him to develop a short solo featuring more complex steps. right? So it means once he will basics, then complex. He nearly came to grief tempting a tricky, right, maneuver known as Kali Chaplin. This is the point, clicks. Whatever may be. So her biggest challenge was to teach, and she has, according to this para, she has to teach from level 0. Right? First, she, according to her basics, then complex. So please search now. Who says you are not able to do? Fine. You can easily do. Challenge, which is the best similar word of challenge. So easy. It's difficult. Difficult thing is always challenge. Am I right? So give 10th. Now let's go to the section G, because right, why should I read more? Why should I waste my time? Right? Because this para is so much. But she has written in the first line, biggest means these not used here. This is superlative degree. You can check the grammar, please. Sometimes we don't use the thing. If you check grammar is very good, right? Really, it's very enjoyable to know about English grammar. So many things are written which is beyond the expectation of a human being. That this is English grammar. Her biggest challenge is number 1 challenge. So why to read another thing? Right? It's a waste of time. Next, G. People forget that cooking was original is street dance. So it was a street dance. Right? It's dance. It was competitive. It was popular. And now dash people, right? They want to rediscover it for themselves. I had kids coming up to me saying, cooking dancing school, I want to do that. So it means people are taking interest in this. So where is the interest? Inverted commas. How I forgot to write. I forgot. Right. So inverted commas are also important. Cook dancing school. I want to do that. No, please. He said invent their own folk dances. Where is written? Beginning to rediscover. Invention and discovery I can match, but I can't match invention with rediscovery. But there is a vast difference between invention and discovery. But reading sometimes plays with those differences also. Try to understand. If you check the dictionary meaning, there is a difference between invention and discovery. But reading plays with